Is the final boss finally making his return back to the WWE at Bad Blood this upcoming weekend? Well, according to Pat McAfee, he just might. What's going on? My name is 12 Beats, and you may or may not have seen my face before on TikTok or Instagram or right here on YouTube. And so here I am dipping my toe in making longer type videos. Normally I make like 1 minute long videos or a minute and a half long videos, and it's cool and all, don't get me wrong, but I have to edit out a lot and I have to condense it because nobody's gonna sit down and watch a 5 minute long TikTok or a YouTube short. Well, I don't even think YouTube allows 5 minute long YouTube shorts, so that's already out of the picture. So here is my way of getting all my thoughts out at once, and you get to sit back and relax and get my unfiltered thoughts and predictions of Bad Blood this upcoming weekend. But starting out, I gotta, acknowledge, no pun intended, the elephant in the room. That being, what is the main event for this pay-per-view? So far, as of right now, it's going to be Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline 2.0, Jacob, Fatu, and Sikoa. Me personally, if I was booking the show, and I'm clearly not, I would have had Drew and Punk close the show. It makes the most sense. It's a blood feud, and like the image of Punk, a bloodied up CM Punk getting his hand raised by the ref, and in victory, the crowd cheering, chanting his name while the Hell in a Cell gets raised over his head, symbolizing like all the pain and anger and emotion just being lifted off of his shoulders because this feud is done with and he can finally move on. That's poetic. Fuck cinema. Like, that's poetic as fuck. But I don't book nothing. I don't know nothing. And Cody and Roman are the top two big dogs of the WWE, so it makes sense for them to main event. And either way, I don't mind it. Like, I'm gonna enjoy the matches regardless. But the one thing that I am like very upset with, like not even upset with, because I'm not like emotionally invested in it, but there is a lot of money being left on the table with this whole main event controversy. They could have done like a brand supremacy type stuff where Nick Aldis is fighting to have Cody and Roman main event the show, while on Raw you have Adam Pearce fighting for Drew and Punk to main event the show. That way they can because whoever main events the show, like that's the star. Like it's a way to show that your brand is the A brand. It's the top show in WWE. And it wouldn't be like something like in your face, like Nick Aldis cutting a promo on Adam Pearce in the middle of the ring. It could have been something like subtle, like, little backstage segments where like, somebody's coming into Adam Pearce's office to complain and he's on the phone arguing with like Nick Aldis or someone in management or higher up, like, hey bro, they got a main event. No, not fuck Aldis. They got a main event. And excuse my language, honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to censor this because I'm trying to do as minimal editing as possible. I'm just trying to record, upload, and be gone. Not really be gone, because like I said, making 1 minute videos, like that takes me hours to edit. I know, I'm not an editor. I don't do good at that type of stuff. So if I were to record like a 10-minute long video or however long this video is going to take, and I edit every little thing, oh my god, this video won't be up till Survivor Series. So it'll be useless. So I'm just gonna wing it and call it a day. So back to what I was saying. I think that with War Games coming up, obviously, like we've had War Games for 2 years now. I love the pay-per-view. I've had like so much fun watching the pay-per-view. I love the War Games matches. But the one thing I've noticed now, two years deep into this War Games stuff, is that the War Games matches are fun. It's everything in between the opening War Games match and the main event that like is kind of nothing. Like what we had in this past Survivor Series, we had Gunther versus The Miz. It was a decent match if I remember correctly, but like it wasn't fulfilling, And I think at the first War Games like a couple years back, we had AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. What? And it was a cool match if I remember correctly, but like I said, like you walk away from the War Games pay-per-view just thinking about what happened at War Games and CM Punk returning in this past one. So if you were to do like a brand supremacy type of like storyline within War Games, like still have like the Bloodline Civil War at the main event of War Games this upcoming Survivor Series, but like throughout the rest of the show, you could open up with the first War Games match be Team Raw versus Team SmackDown or something like that. I don't know. But and all the matches in between just be, Raw superstars versus SmackDown superstars. And then boom, main event, Bloodline Civil War, close out the show, everybody goes home happy. But yeah, that's that. I've gone way too long on this whole tangent, but like I said, it was upsetting me. It was a cool little storyline they could have done, but it's whatever. We'll just never get to see Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce beefing on screen ever again. Which was crazy because we had that for like the first like 3 months that Nick Aldis was in WWE, but it's whatever. None of my business. But let's get on to the predictions, you know. Rant aside, let's get on to the predictions. That being the main event, or the supposed main event, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline 2.0. I'm not gonna lie, if The Rock is returning, sure, make it the main event. That makes the most sense. But in terms of actual prediction, who's gonna win the match? Come on, it's Cody and Roman. That makes the most sense. There is no reality in which I could see where Cody or Roman gets pinned on the floor, 1, 2, 3, boom, end of the match. Like, I get Cody got pinned at Money in the Bank a few months back, but that was all right. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? But Cody getting pinned right in front of Roman, that would be so dehumanizing to Cody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets pinned, the bell rings, you know, Solo's music is playing. Cody gets up from getting pinned, and he just looks at Roman, who's just staring daggers at him like, this is who beat me at WrestleMania? Who the fuck? This is who beat me at WrestleMania 40? What? Oh, hell no. Run it back. I need my rematch. I need my title back. Like, it would kill Cody's character to get pinned in front of Roman. So I don't think Cody or Roman are getting pinned. So my prediction is Cody and Roman are winning. Up next, we got the match that has pissed me off the most, and that's Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. On paper, this match is fire. This is a match that people have been waiting for months. Honestly, since last year at, what is it called, Money in the Bank, when Damian screwed him out of the World Heavyweight Championship, and then again at SummerSlam last year. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out this. Like, I get that the story, it has anger in it. I just don't feel it. As a viewer, I don't feel it. The build for these past few weeks has been very weird. You got Damian Priest, like, moving like he's the Puerto Rican Hulk Hogan, no-selling everything, like he's this untouchable, like, figure. And then you got Finn Balor, like, running away. I think, honestly, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't think I'm wrong. I think Carlito, JD, and Dom have landed more punches on Damian than Finn himself. Now, coup de grace aside, like, actual, like, punches, everybody else but Finn. When in reality, what I would have done is just have, like, this be, like, this is a, like they said in the little promo package, this is a brother versus brother feud. Like, these men have been by each other's side for so long, and it's like, there's hatred, there's anger, there's rage. Like, every time these two men see each other, it should be on site. You should be having security guards holding each other back. You should be having, like, Rhea trying to talk down Damian, tell him to clear his mind, focus on the match, focus on beating Finn. You should have, like, Adam Pearce pissed the fuck off at Finn for always trying to, like, fight Damian. Like, this match should not have been, like, a simple one-on-one match. Like, as we saw with the last brother versus brother match at WrestleMania 40 and how that went when it was just a regular one-on-one match. If Damian Priest versus Finn Balor was, like, an unsanctioned match, and, like, management was just like, nah, we gotta wipe our hands of this. We cannot, like, these two men hate each other. We gotta stay away from this. Then there's intrigue there. There is anger that you could feel, you know, knowing that these men have no limit, knowing that these men have no, like, control over their emotions. I don't know. And plus, this is the freshest, like, matchup on the card. Half of these matches are just SummerSlam rematches. Damian Priest and Finn Balor haven't had a match with each other in, like, 2 years. Like, oh, that's why it just pissed me off. Hopefully, like, this is just the start of their feud, like, the start of their matches. I hope they have, like, a rematch at maybe Crown Jewel or even Survivor Series. I don't know. They just need something, bro, because, like, there is no meat on the bone with this feud when there should be. Like, I don't know, but that's my take on it. And I think that if Damian could dog walk Dom at Bash in Berlin and be treated like he is untouchable now, Finn needs to win this match. That's my prediction. I think Finn should win this match. And plus, if Damian wins, the feud is over. What reason would Damian need to keep on fighting Finn if he just beats him clean, boom, 1, 2, 3, call it a day? So yeah, whether it's with Judgment Day shenanigans or whatever the fuck, like, I think Finn Balor is winning. Now we move on to Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. This has been really weird. I like the two women in this matchup. I love what Liv Morgan has done. I love how she's reinvented herself since she came back earlier this year. I like this new side of Rhea that is, like, more, like, humanizing. Like, she's just not, like, you know, what's the phrase? You know, just walks in, riptide, 1, 2, 3, you know, clocks out. I think the lowest I had ever been interested in Rhea Ripley was Night of Champions when she beat Natalya in like 69 seconds. Like, on a pay-per-view? Like, I get it, you were, whoever was booking the match or Triple H himself, like, I get that you were trying to keep Rhea like this godlike figure and untouchable, but she's human. And we saw it when she got injured earlier this year, and we saw it when she was nearly in tears at SummerSlam when Dom kissed Liv. Like, there is a human behind this mommy figure, you know? My only problem is that, like, Liv and Rhea have so much history that I feel like has just not been explored. Like, we spent a lot of time focusing on Dom, and don't get me wrong, Dom is an interesting character in himself. I think it's cool that, like, he turned heel when he was already heel. And I think it's alright that, like, he switched from Rhea to Liv. I don't like the storyline reason because she treats him like a man. In all seriousness, Dom was taken way more seriously back when he was with Rhea. He was winning championships. He was being a nuisance to his father. He was, you know, on top of the winning team. Like, it was easy to see Dom as a credible threat, you know? I mean, when Dom was with Rhea, he became the first ever wrestler, and once again, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a historian, but Dom was the first ever wrestler to main event Raw, NXT, and SmackDown all in 1 week. Like, that, like, what are you talking about? Like, that makes no sense to switch up and just be like, well, she gives me more chicken tenders. You're a millionaire. What are you talking about? Like, what? Chicken tenders, bro? I could DoorDash chicken tenders right now. Nobody's stopping me. I don't need, like, that's what blows my mind, right? Is that it's because she treats him more like a man, but it's like, you have shown that you are a man. Like, you have shown that you could stand toe to toe against your father. Granted, he didn't win the matches when he was with Rhea, but he technically didn't win the matches when he was with Liv either. Liv helped him win those matches. And if Rhea helped him win those matches back then, he probably would have beat his father too. But I digress. That's my own little tangent. That makes no sense. No storyline reason why. But, like, besides all of that, and no, actually, not besides all of that, Carlito has more of a reason to want Liv than Rhea. Like, Carlito got treated like royalty when he was with Liv. Rhea didn't even want him in the room. Rhea asked Damian, why the hell is Carlito here? When Carlito's getting showered with PS5s and the brand new 2K game and this and that and this and that, and he was just being like fucking, he was like the kid in a divorced family, you know what I'm saying? He goes to his mom's house and the mom is being all strict and stuff like that, that being Rhea. And then he goes to his dad's house on the weekend and, like, Liv just showers him with gifts. Like, if anything, Carlito is more of an interesting character than Dom. No offense to Dom, I love Dom, but, like, seriously. It's this entire feud has, like, made, like, Liv and Rhea and Dom such hollow characters when there's so much emotion, so much history that could be tapped into, that, like, it's, like, very weird that this has happened. But my prediction is that Liv is winning, and I as the viewer am more intrigued in seeing Rhea lose than Rhea go back to being the dominant figure that she was last year. Like, just be human. You know what I'm saying? Lose. Pick yourself back up. It's simple. Let's see that redemption arc. But yeah, that's my little tidbit about Rhea and Liv. I can go on and on about, like, these types of stuff. And look, the reason, like, okay, I gotta be honest, the real reason why I got so much to say is because, like, I've spent, what, like a year and a half making TikToks and shorts and stuff like that, and just being condensed, like I said earlier, just being condensed to 1 minute, having the opportunity to just get my opinions out is, like, so refreshing. So bear with me. I don't know if this video is gonna go 15, 20 minutes, however many long, but, like, bear with me. And if you do bear with me, I appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. If you don't want to, it's cool. It's a free world, you know what I'm saying? You do you. So on to the next, Bayley versus Nia Jax for her title. I won't lie, I loved their match at SummerSlam. It was probably one of the most underrated, like, SummerSlam had a bunch of great matches. Like, it was top tier, like, an amazing show. But Bayley and Nia did not get the credit that they deserve. They put on a show. And now having this rematch, but with Tiffany Stratton, like, wondering if she should cash in or not, especially after Nia, like, treated her like shit on this past episode of SmackDown, like, it's gonna be a better match, I think. Like, I think the in-ring work is going to be just as good as it was at SummerSlam. I think that the intrigue of the cash-in is going to be like 10 times higher than it was at SummerSlam. That's for sure. But I think Nia Jax is going to retain. I think like there's more. I think Nia's character ever since winning the, I want to say ever since winning the title, but like I think Nia ever since winning Queen of the Ring, her character work has been like spectacular. Like she has the potential of being a Roman Reigns type character. Someone who is driven by power, someone who is, who manipulates the people around them because they are this dominant figure in their division and they have the titles and accolades to prove it. She's Queen Nia Jax and she holds the world title on SmackDown. And she has people like Tiffany Stratton by her side, people like Pretty Deadly, which is even crazier to think because it's like Nia is... everybody knew that Nia was an amazing wrestler when she came back. What was it, last year? Like she has shown up and shown out, but like the character work that she has shown in the past couple of months have like really made her be like my MVP of like 2024. Like, or not even MVP. I think most overlooked, because MVP would be like, I don't know, maybe like a Drew McIntyre. I think Drew has been like really carrying this shit on the back of his back. I don't know. He's been carrying this entire like WWE on his back, like especially being in like such a one-sided feud for so many months and still keeping the fans interested. But Nia is for sure my most overlooked wrestler because she has been amazing on all aspects of like her character and in-ring work, that it's like you cannot deny that she's amazing. So yeah, I want Nia to win. I want to keep this going. I want her to be champion for however many months that she wants to be champion because she is just doing phenomenal work. And honestly, I think if they keep up this whole Nia and Tiffany like tension, they could really make Tiffany into like one of the biggest baby faces in, I don't know, I don't want to say in all of WWE because you got Cody Rhodes, like come on, and you got Rhea Ripley, like that's insane. But I think that Tiffany has the potential to become one of the biggest baby faces in WWE. Like she's just starting her career. Like who knows where she's gonna be 5 years, 10 years from now, and we're gonna look back and be like, yeah, this feud with Nia was the one that put her on the map. But yeah, on to what I think should have been the main event, but isn't, and that's cool. I don't mind it. I still get to see the match. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a Hell in a Cell. And this is for sure going to be the end of the greatest feud of 2024. Like, and it's insane because it happened by complete accident. When CM Punk first returned to the WWE, like, you had a whole list of people that we as fans wanted Punk to feud with. Like Roman, Cody, Randy, the list goes on. I don't think Drew was on anybody's list, which is insane because Drew has upped his game like a million times. Like he is the guy, like you could put the world title on tomorrow and be proud of that decision because he's going to carry that with like so much like pride and like, oh, it's amazing. But and on top of that, like, I'm sorry, like I know that this feud is ending, but we gotta, like, I've been giving Drew his flowers this entire video. There's not a lot of wrestlers out there who would wait 4 years to get their crowning moment at WrestleMania just for it to be over in 5 minutes and agree to that before the match even starts. Like, kudos to Drew for being like the selfless wrestler that he is, because like you imagine telling Hulk Hogan you're gonna win the title in 5 minutes, you're gonna lose that. Hulk Hogan not standing for none of that. And I say Hulk Hogan because I don't like the dude, but you know what I'm saying? Like these sometimes wrestlers get in their mindset that they gotta be the top guy and they gotta have the title to go along with it, as they should most of the time. So when you're presented with the story that's like, okay, you're gonna lose the world title in 5 minutes in front of your family, you're gonna lose the Money in the Bank briefcase before the night is over, like every good thing that happens to you this year is going to be over in minutes because of this feud. Think of the bigger picture. And so yeah, I think this is one of the greatest feuds of this year, probably in recent history. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, it's sad to see it go, but I think Punk is gonna win this one. I think Punk is gonna be a bloody mess, and Drew is gonna be more focused on beating the fuck out of Punk, that Punk is gonna inevitably win. And the only reason I think Punk is gonna win this one is because, like, I think Drew has shown that even with a loss, he can still recover. And same with Punk. Punk is Punk. Like, he is the forever guy for the people. You know what I mean? But Punk, like, I could see Punk versus Gunther at Survivor Series. And if you want that to happen, if I want that to happen, Punk's got to win. So I'm predicting Punk wins. And it'll be cool because it's like, you know, he prayed for it and it happened. Simple as that. But those are my predictions, and hopefully this video doesn't go too long. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death. Leave some comments down below of your own predictions, what you think is going to happen, or come back to this video when the pay-per-view is over. See if I got something right or something wrong. And hope to keep on doing this in the future. If not, probably because I got tired and lazy. I don't know. That's just me. But have a great night or a great day. All that type of stuff. See ya.